In this video, I just found this interview where Charles Hoskinson tells us exactly how to find Satoshi. I thought his point was very interesting and I want to share this with you. And also I want to share this update from Plan B about the stock to flow ratio model, and I want to talk about if this model is accurate or not. And guys, look at this. The Bitcoin volume is rapidly declining. We're seeing the convergence of support and resistance. I believe that a huge break is coming in the Bitcoin price, and I want to talk about that. And if you think that that sounds interesting, then I think that you should definitely watch this video. Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carlin. I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video. Alright, so what we are seeing here is the Bitcoin price trending towards the upside in this potential bear flag. We are seeing the Bitcoin volume go down rapidly, and like I've said for the past few days, I think that this is showing us that we are going to see a huge move soon, a very big break. And I want to talk about this because I think that we are getting near to this happening very soon. And what we can see here is that we still have this horizontal resistance that I've been talking about for the past few days, and we also have the Bitcoin price trending towards the upside. And eventually we could see Bitcoin break through the resistance, and if we see a breakout out of this resistance, then I think that we might see a breakout all the way up towards the resistance of this bear flag, and this could take the Bitcoin price all the way up to approximately $8,400. But let's not forget that Bitcoin is currently running into major resistance from way back here. You can see how Bitcoin got supported back in November and December of 2019, and this has created a big resistance point, of course. So, and Bitcoin is currently running straight into this big green box, and we still see this upward trending yellow support line here. And if this ever gets broken in the future, I think that we might see a big sell-off, but of course Bitcoin could still go up in the short term, and so far Bitcoin is still above this, and Bitcoin is still in a short-term uptrend. But the reason why a breakout is imminent now is that the Bitcoin price is getting into this tightening range where either the resistance will break or the support will break. One or the other has to break, and the fact that we have this declining volume tells me that this break is imminent. And guys, if you didn't see this video yet, the BitMEX deleted video, the title of that video is I deleted my BitMEX tutorial, here's why. You have to go and watch it. You can click this link right there to go and watch that video right now. Next up, the Bitcoin price could go to $1 million after this COVID-19, and analyst explains why. Let's take a look at the reasoning behind this. So Mr. Kiao Wang, an angel investor and Mizari co-founder and product director, recently explained that the correlation between the gold and Bitcoin market caps may be adjusted amid the ongoing quantitative easing policy of the US Federal Reserve. And he tweeted the following: lots of people think that Bitcoin's total addressable market is 7 trillion because that's the market cap of gold. The problem is, though, with so much money printing going on, gold could easily triple from here. So the digital gold thesis now puts Bitcoin's addressable market at $20 trillion, or roughly $1 million per coin. And this is something that I have also been talking about, the fact that I believe that gold is also going to go up in value. So if Bitcoin is going to obtain gold's market cap, then Bitcoin is going to have to chase the market cap of gold. And I think the market cap of gold could easily triple. It could even easily quadruple or quintuple from these levels. And next up, an update from Plan B. He says it's better to be approximately right than exactly wrong. And he says also that the stock to flow ratio model is not dead accurate, but order of magnitude right. And what he says basically is that the Bitcoin price, these red dots, are not exactly accurate on the stock to flow, because you can see that there are these big variations. But in the long term, it's very accurate. It's only in the short term where you cannot draw any significant conclusions from the stock to flow ratio model. So in other words, if you're trading the short term, then don't use the stock to flow ratio model. However, if you're investing for the long term, then this is the perfect chart to buy the dips and sell the highs, and to keep track of where the Bitcoin price is going in the next few years. And if you didn't already know, this stock to flow ratio model predicts $100,000 Bitcoin within the next 2 years. And Plan B also made this update. He says Bitcoin has been oscillating around stock to flow ratio value of $7,000 for 2.5 years now, just like before 2016 halving and just before the 2012 halving. Excited to see if we are going to add another zero after the halving in May. So plan B is still bullish. Plan B still thinks that we're going to see these high levels of 100,000 in the next few years, and I agree. I also think that this is the case. I think that the halving will bring about a lot of attention for Bitcoin and the scarcity of Bitcoin, which is a key property of Bitcoin, especially when we see all of the money printers go crazy. The Federal Reserve, we see the Swedish central bank, the European central bank, all of the central banks are stimulating the economy heavily right now, and eventually people will just lose confidence in the fiat currency system. And I found this image, I thought it was very, very interesting. So we have all of these laws and rights and constitutions. However, just to be clear, none of this matters if there is a virus. And I think this is a scary thing, because maybe all of our rights and the constitution and all of these laws, maybe that's just a false sense of security, because someone can just take it away from us if they deem the situation to be an emergency. And who decides what is an emergency and not? And I think that this is a big topic, and I'm not going to go into it now, but I thought it was a very interesting thought, and I've been thinking about this before, and this leaves a lot of power to the government. So basically, all of these democracies around the world, they are only democracies until they're not. And next up, exclusive interview with Charles Hoskinson. He says that he knows how to find Satoshi Nakamoto. This is an article from You Today. It's an interview with Charles Hoskinson. And I thought that was a very, very interesting point he brought up here. And I want to show you this paragraph here where he says that he knows how to find Satoshi. So Charles Hoskinson says, well, I'll tell you how to find Satoshi if you're really interested. So what you can do is use stylometry. This is a term for the analysis of handwriting or analysis of writing. Code stylometry is the analysis of actual source code. So the Bitcoin original code was 100% written by Satoshi. What you can do is you can apply stylometric techniques to that code and apply it to all the open source projects that have been written, and there's a very high probability you're going to find a match between that code and other code, and then transitively you can follow it. You probably can get a really good idea of who that person could be. And I thought that was very interesting, and I think that this might even be true. The question remains though, do we actually want to know who Satoshi is? Because a big part of Bitcoin and the fact that it's anonymous, decentralized, there's no CEO. So in my opinion, I think it is counterproductive to try to find out who Satoshi is, because it is not going to bring about anything good. Then again, if Satoshi is revealed, then it doesn't really matter for the long term, because Bitcoin is still Bitcoin regardless who created Bitcoin. However, in the short term, there might be this big FUD campaign going on, and Bitcoin could go down short term in value, but I am not worried about Satoshi being revealed or not. And guys, feel free to go down below this video, leave a thumbs up. Let's see if we can push this video to 2,000 likes. And also, if you're new, you can press this button and you can subscribe, and also you can press this button here, all, and you will be notified whenever I upload my next daily video. And if you still haven't watched this video where I delete my BitMix tutorial forever, and in this video titled I deleted my BitMix tutorial, I explain exactly why I deleted my most successful video on YouTube. And you don't have to go and search for it. I will put that video right there so you can click it right now, and I will see you guys tomorrow.